Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. And yeah, right now I'm in the UK and I'm unvaccinated. I think a year ago I made a video talking about me being denied back in 2019 and the reason why. If you guys haven't checked that video out, I'll put it somewhere so you can click and view that. But briefly, what happened is I lied, and that lie kind of affected, any reasonings for letting me in to the UK. So my advice is do not lie, ever. Tell the truth. But yeah, so if you want to know about the details, just go to that video, check it out, and boom. In this video, I'm just gonna tell you guys how I was still able to get through being unvaccinated and being that I got denied the first time. So I have an X on my passport denying me entry. And that's scary because, you think that you're banned, or you're in the system or whatever the case is, and like, oh, they're not just gonna let me through like that, right? So yeah, I'll just briefly tell you how that went. I meant to film when I was like on the plane, and well, actually I filmed a little bit when I was on the plane, but I meant to film when I was speaking to the border patrol and all this stuff, but I got a little nervous because I'm like, yo, I'm not even gonna get through, So as you guys know, I was denied in 2019. So I booked this trip. This was a very quick trip because I had credit, from American Airlines, and I was like, I kind of want to go somewhere before they take all the money. So I chose the UK, and I was thinking to myself, like, okay, so if I book this trip, would I even enter the UK though? Because I have an X. But, I stopped doubting. I stopped questioning. I was just like, the only way we're gonna know is if we go. So I just decided to go. I always wanted to come to the UK, see what it's like, and I've also picked up a little British accent, and everyone thinks that I speak very well, and like, people really understand when I talk. Nah, it's funny, they all tell me I'm crap. But yeah, so I just said, yeah, I just want to go in the UK, So, as I was traveling, it just hit me like, oof, imagine if I go all the way over there for them to fly me back. All that money down the drain. But also just like, ooh, it'll just suck, and there's nowhere on YouTube that kind of explains like the things that you have to, like the steps you have to take to, enter. I remember thinking of getting a visa because that's all I saw online. In order for you to get entry into this country, you need a visa if you were denied before. And I'm like, damn, a visa is a lot of money. I'm like, I'm a US citizen, I don't need a visa. So this was just all off the whim, to be honest. This wasn't planned. As I'm at the airport, it's funny because in 2019 when I was at the airport, I got stopped from using the machine because there's this machine that they have at Border Patrol where you can use it and you can easily enter. But if it doesn't work, you have to see a person, and that's what happened to me in 2019. Actually, I used the machine once and the woman just like saw me and was like, come here. I was like, damn. So this time I used the machine 3 times and I'm like, it doesn't work. I have to actually see somebody. So I was like getting really nervous, like, yo, they're gonna stop me. They're gonna stop me. So I was thinking like quick. I was like, what do I need to do? Be honest. Tell them everything. Tell them what happened in 2019 and tell them what I'm about to do right now. So I saw this guy who was very friendly at the border patrol, asking me what I'm doing, where I'm going. And you know, when they're talking to you, they're flipping through the pages of your passport, and I'm like, so I have a hiccup. I have a bit of a hiccup. And he was like, what's the hiccup? And I was like, well, I was denied before. He was like, why? And I was like, oh snap, I gotta tell him everything now. Oof. So I told him everything. Told him why. And I told him I did lie, and I told him it was stupid of me to lie. And then he was like, okay. So he was writing all this down, and then he was asking me a lot of detailed questions about like where I'm going, where I'm staying, who do I know here, what their numbers are, where they live, where the address to where I'm staying. Do I have money? He wanted to look at my bank account, like just details. Like he wanted to see everything, and places that I'm gonna go sightsee, because I said I'm just here to visit. I'm on holiday, and yeah, so they wanted to know everywhere I was gonna be at. And they were like, okay, hold tight, we'll be back in like 30 minutes. And I'm like, this was the same thing that happened in 2019. It was worse though in 2019 because I got locked up. But anyway, yeah, I was just waiting in this little waiting area, and they came back and they asked me more questions just to reconfirm. And then from there, that was it. He came back 10 minutes later and was like, all right, you're good. And I was like, I'm good to go? And he was like, yeah, everything checked out. The places that you're going, it's happening, because they were events that was happening. And he was like, everything's cool. He didn't even call the person that I gave him, a friend of mine's number. He didn't even call it, but he said everything checked out. So I was like, wow. So people that have X on their passport, they're still able to come in. And he was like, yeah, you're still able to come in. You just gotta tell us where you're going so we can, see if it's true, or see if it checks out. And I'm like, wow. All this time I thought I was gonna get denied, but he said, just don't lie. There's no need to lie. Like, just tell us why you're here. You're free to go. Simple as that. So I was like, oh man, I was very relieved, because I was very worried about that. And yeah, so I'm happy about that. That's how I got in, by being honest. And also we could talk about being unvaccinated. So they dropped all the restrictions, meaning I don't need to be vaccinated, and I don't need to show a COVID-19 PCR test, and I don't need to do the day 2 arrival PCR test. The only thing I need to do is do the PCR test 24-hour before going back to the US. But that's about it. The other 2 times I booked to come to the UK and I had canceled was because it was confusing as to what I needed to do, and I wasn't sure if unvaccinateds can go there. But yeah, they dropped all the restrictions on March 18th. Perfect timing, so I didn't have to bring any documentation. I just came through. People aren't wearing masks out here. I've been here for a few days and I'm not sick. What else? Yeah, everything is Gucci. Let's see, before going back to the US, I have to fill out this document. You gotta print it out and fill it out, and that is about it. So pretty easy, fairly easy. If you want to know more details on like the being unvaccinated, and I can do that for you. I just made this video just to give you guys an update on me actually making it to the UK, because I said in that video I'm coming to the UK, and look, I did it. I'm here and I'm having a good time. So thanks for coming to my TED Talk, and yeah, I plan on doing a room tour, so stay tuned for the next videos. Yeah. Alright. Peace. Thanks for watching this. Give me a like, comment, subscribe, show your friends. Hey. Yeah. Alright. Peace.